to be pretty organized. And so 2 or 3 days before, I already know what my schedule looks like. So I'm able to plan my looks. Mondays, I've got Teams meetings. Tuesdays, I'm on site. So I should be wearing shoes that are more comfortable, fits that aren't too tight, because I might be having to climb up 2, 3 flights of stairs. Wednesday could be completely different, and on Thursday I might be in the office, so I like to dress up for those occasions because I do client presentations. So every single day is different. I have to adapt. I'm not rigid. I have a hard hat in my boot. I've got safety boots, but I also have suits. What I love most about style and clothes is that you're able to lift yourself up and become somebody else or embody a feeling. So on the days where I need to feel more powerful, I'll put on the power suit and I'll feel great, and the outcomes would be in line with that. Or sometimes when I want to be in a more relaxed look, I'll put on a more relaxed fit. Interestingly, on those days, the mood follows. So I'll have a chilled day. Of course, again, I'm adaptable, so I always have changes of wardrobe in my car as well as in the office, so that I'm able to meet an occasion. I could have a client meeting that just pops up, and so for those days, I would put on a jacket. So I always have things like that available. I like bespoke, and so I am now in the habit of creating one-off pieces, even supporting local designers and some international designers by buying unique, bespoke, one-off pieces that speak to my personal style, but that also inform the trajectory of where I want to be. I found that over the years, my wardrobe has adapted to who I am and who I was. When I was looking to be taken more seriously, so I put on the suits, and then I got to phases where I was working quite a lot, so I had a lot of jeans and t-shirts. So it's interesting to look back and see who I was and what the wardrobe was. Right now, I think the homes that we are designing are once-off homes, quite special pieces. We design lights, we design everything from top to bottom, so it's really bespoke, and therefore my wardrobe speaks the same. So I like buying from designers, once-offs. I like buying really special items, and really making an effort to support the local creative market. Good design for me is sustainability. That means that a piece is well made, because when we make pieces well, they become less disposable because the quality is higher and we have a bigger emotional attachment to them. So they're less easy to dispose of. When I approach a project, I always date a trend and I marry a classic. So the big pieces of furniture, I'm going to keep timeless. That'll be my base. And then the trendy pieces I can play around with. So I can play with color, texture, and so that's easy to update your room if you keep to the classics and play around with the trendy pieces. When shopping for your home, don't be afraid of scale. A lot of us think that if you live in a smaller place, you need small pieces of furniture. I disagree. I think you can go for statement pieces, pieces that tell a story, pieces that you love, but don't go too small. Be experimental and be brave with your choices. My favorite thing about sourcing Johannesburg is the multitude of spaces that you can go to. You've got Kramerville, which is buzzing with really contemporary stores. You can even go inside Johannesburg, the city center, and you find different vendors who are able to give you pieces from all over the African continent, and those add layers and story and textures to your interiors that simply makes a space alive with storytelling and just alive with layers and texture. So I'm drawn to pieces that always tell a story, and so just being more open to ideas and exploring different parts of Johannesburg. Every place has a story to tell. What I love about Linear Rosette is that it is timeless. Can you believe some of these pieces, like the Togo, have been around for 50 years? And after every generation, they just improve on the quality, improve on the fabrics. And so you can come in here and adapt every one of these pieces to suit your home.
mean, from what I know of you, Donald, I think that it's more about the craft and the customization in terms of fit rather than any kind of gimmicky style. So I think it's really classic, but like an elevated classic kind of look.
And comfortable too.
Comfortable, yes.
And not that it's loose or anything, but what I enjoy about your suits is that the fabrics are so luxurious and that's comfortable.
Yes.
Because it's so easy on the hand and on the skin and on touch. It feels amazing.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm after.
Absolutely. And by virtue of the fact that it's bespoke, I mean, it's made specifically for your body. So it's meant to be comfortable. It's meant to be more comfortable than anything you could actually wear.
I remember in our earlier conversations when I first came here and I said, I can see that your fabrics would be what I would use if I was a suit maker.
Yes.
Except I use it on furniture.
Correct.
Is that you can see that it's good quality and it's luxurious and again feels really great to the touch.
Yes, and there surely is a cross-pollination between interiors, especially the type of interiors that you do and the work that I do. So there's, how shall I say, a synergy or a symbiosis almost in terms of the fabrication at least.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
You can see a good piece.
Absolutely.
Whether you are lying on it or wearing it.
Absolutely.